Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Let's to top. Qiu's not going to be able to do anything to Jiwoo, especially already being down. Oh, Beryl?
Yeah, Beryl's just kind of getting in there, and he's alone. 1v2, maybe even 1v3 soon. I think he's just dead. Yeah, just Beryl things and aiming. Well, he's going to get out, and a lot of damage has... You can see Nongshim kind of pulling away, but the top wave was pushed in, so aiming is not here yet. And so Nongshim just going to say, okay, you don't want to fight over the grubs. We'll take the grubs then, I guess.
Yeah, I would have thought getting Fisher that low and him being out of mana, this is surely enough. 2 is greedy.
Okay, well, there you go. The flash on in there, going to get some revenge onto Gideon. He doesn't have his flash, used it in the kill bottom. So it was all mind game from Beryl. I'm going to force Gideon's flash. And then, when we fight for grubs, it'll be down.
No,
and it's
if you're hoping for a good soul, getting rid of the Hex Tech option, not ideal.
I mean, the buffed Chemtech soul, still available Ox.
True.
That's a good soul now, right? Yeah. 2%.
2% is a number.
It is a number that did go up rather than down, so must be good now. Qiu, nice respect here, actually. I don't know if he's still going to live, but he has sensed that something is wrong, as now just going to try to ult over that, and yeah, he just is going to die now. Is he, though? A lot of dashes do come in. They're trying to save it for Kingen, and eventually he runs out of all of his dashes and flashes and does strength, but kind of an interesting way to play around your fed Rumble in this one, I would say, by giving up the grubs to make the play happen and feed Kingen.
Yeah, I mean...
Go in here. Even the knockup's coming in. A big follow-up from the rest of DK. A lot of players coming up to the top side. Nice hook here from Lehens, who's just trying to body block. The Fate's Call coming in. But now Showmaker joining in on the fight, and they have the damage to Equalizer. Pretty good, but they all just step off of it. The follow-up not there just yet for Kingen. Hook coming in, and now Showmaker thinking about trying to take down Lehens, but it's not quite enough damage, and Kingen, he has to respect. It's still a very even game. It's a difference of about 300 gold. Yes, ahead on the feats of strength, and yes, ahead on the grubs are DK, but really might just come down to when we actually get the teams going head-to-head and fighting. Qiu up a level here. Kingen doesn't really seem to care. Hasn't hit either of his harpoons, and now Qiu getting in there, wants to fight, but now Gideon shows up again, and Qiu getting pushed under the turret here, gets rooted once again. Do they have the damage? Yes, they absolutely do. And the two of them will take down Qiu once again as he gets caught out there. Showmaker going for the dashes. A respect flash coming in, and he got a fight on the bottom lane as well, as here comes an ult, and Beryl trying to actually knock him away from the True Shot barrage. They want the kill onto Lehens. Meanwhile, Fisher getting chased down by Lucid, and he'll pick up the kill. Now we got more fighting on the bottom side as Lehens. Did he go too deep is the question. Beryl desperately wants to take him down, and he will, but he also falls, and here's Showmaker once again. And in this 2v1, I don't think Qiu's got a chance. That's a big kill here for Showmaker. Picks up a lot of gold as well.
Yeah, big edge over to Dplus on the back of these plays. Lucid cleans the kill, cleans up. And we obviously didn't see in the replay, but Lucid also picking up that kill mid.
Yeah.
A lot of advantages.
You can see the advantage of the Poppy and the Nautilus as well. Beryl just making Lehens' life very unfair, as now we got Qiu on the flank here, wants to go, and he's going to miss his ult. The disengage Maokai ult, very good here. As now you can see DK, they need to punish, or at least they're going to try. They get the one kill, and now they're looking for a bit more. Keep in mind, Kingen not here, not even bothering to TP. Fisher going to get grabbed. The flash, the charm, and Qiu has to cleanse to just get out of it. But Lucid is not done just yet. They're going to leave Qiu alone under the turret, and down he will go as well. DK, they will get what they came for.
You know, and I was complimenting Nongshim in the decision-making. Kingen nearly getting 1v1 by the tower. I was complimenting Nongshim on the decision-making earlier, choosing not to fight when it wasn't favorable for them. Completely opposite done here. They opt to leave Kingen bot. In and of itself, that decision is okay. Dplus got way more than they should have been allowed, and they were just clinical in the way they punished.
Yeah, they definitely were. You can see the feats of strength were picked up by Nongshim, funnily enough. You know, the first tower does go the way, but a lot more stuff is falling to the way of DK right now. More kills. You got another turret falling here in mid, going their way. And they really just have the momentum. They're playing like a team. They're taking pretty much every objective. And even looking for another turret down on the bottom side here is Shu, but great wave clear from the Corki is going to delay that plan. But whole team rotating over, maybe looking to get a punish on a Fisher. He doesn't have his flash, and yeah, one Valkyrie, that's not enough to get you out, buddy. He's just dead, not respecting the rotation, and he'll go down along with another turret to the side of DK. We're really just linking everything together one by one, getting more and more advantages.
Yep, and it feels like the 4-man of Lucid, Showmaker, aiming barrel, you know, Hugh hasn't had a great time this game. He's kind of been punished, but the rest of the team have been making things.
Yeah, you can't do that. He does have Fate's Call, but he's almost baiting his team into a rough spot as Shihu is going to get on in there on the flank. He's got the Callista hopping away, and you can see that they might just have to take the consolation prize of taking down the Nautilus again. But at least they get something. I feel like it wasn't terrible.
Can't bait. They're like, I'll just sit bot lane and look like, I don't know. Well, they're going to fight with Kingin. Is it too little, too late?
They got the Maokai ult as well. They've got some sticks into the Otacon. They might just be able to take this and get out. I think DK just...
And then they all kind of realized, wait a minute, what's on the complete opposite side of the map?
Yeah.
So Otacon picked up for Nongshim. Problem is, they do lose Dragon. And Dragon is a lot more permanent than the voracious Otacon. And also, what are you doing with that time? Is that something to take? So, you know, it's a minute away from Baron spawning the end of the buff. Well, I don't see the angle. They're looking for the fight, though.
I mean, they're really going to try to force something. And credit to them, but I don't think it's going to work. Like, they're going to chunk out Shu, and Shu's getting pretty low. Actually, Beryl getting low as well. They're going to get the pick on him underneath the turret, essentially. But Kingin is the prize. 200 gold to go over to one of those guys.
Not the only one. Yeah, and I do want to be clear, obviously taking the Otacon was a good play from Nongshim, and they did get some value, but definitely still need more to get this. Oh no.
Well, getting up against the wall against this comp is not good, as Ju's just going to die with his flash up. That's not going to feel very nice. As the equalizer comes down, Kingin also just going to die. And there's just no fight happening here on the side of Nongshim. Showmaker, you see, he's actually going to live as well, just barely getting healed there at the very end. And it's a big fight. Nongshim just la-di-da walking into the river, and they get punished big time. And the only thing that they can be happy about is that Showmaker didn't get more kills. He didn't get any, actually, as Beryl just thinking about dying to the Baron for some reason, trying to get some vision down. But DK are so far ahead now.
Yeah, I mean, now the gold leads open up a bit, but it just feels like the reason the gold lead for the team wasn't as big was obviously there was an advantage for Kingin. They're getting picked apart in some of these key setups.
Yeah, they definitely are, and Lucid's been an absolute monster as well. It feels like a very easy game for him. It doesn't even feel like he's trying all that hard. He's just making all the right plays, as Lahen's trying desperately to make a play here, but he is on a ward, so it might just be free food for Shiwu.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just dead.
Level 16 at this point in time, so yeah, he's just dead. Not really much to do, and this is right before the Mountains soul is going to be given over to DK.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really fault Lahen's for that, because if it's a play that has a 5% chance of winning, maybe that's your best odds in a game like this, because the game is looking very low odds of them making a comeback.
It definitely feels lower than 5%, as you were alluding to, so I think it's the right call, but it does mean that Mountain Soul now is picked up here by Dplus Kia. And yeah, ult gonna hit onto Jiu. He's just nearly dying underneath his own turret, flashing Gideon into the team as well. That's not a good spot for the Maokai to go. Gonna kind of waste his ult. The equalizer, I barely even saw it do any damage at this point, because you're dealing with Mountain Soul. The shields are too big, everybody's too tanky, and everybody is too fed. Showmaker also level 16, and they're just gonna push to end the game. Very nonchalant.
Yep, I don't think there's much that Nongshim can do. The fact they don't have the ult from the Maokai already and the equalizer, a big hit. They'll probably try a last-ditch effort engage here and give it a shot, but Dplus completely in control.
Yeah. Let's see what they've got. They're trying to smite away the wave, but there's just another wave of minions coming in. And yeah, they got to try for something here in just a little bit. But Beryl, you know, he's just waiting. He's got his finger on that W key. He's not actually in position to block that one, but it doesn't quite matter. The Fate's Call does come out, as now Beryl is going to pull King and Gideon back into the team. Big Impale at the same time, and Lucid will go down as the health bars here on the side of DK not super healthy, but they have the damage, and they will eventually finish off Kingen, and they will look to finish off this game as Fisher desperately just dying to the Gold King, who needs more gold, of course. And down will go the Nexus, DK, very simply, just playing a better game of League of Legends here in game number 1. They